Most riders think $10,000 buys an average motorcycle. They're wrong. Depreciation has turned yesterday's $18,000 superbikes into today's hidden bargains, and nothing about the engine got slower. Today, we're revealing the 15 biggest power per dollar machines in America. Stay with us, because the top 5 completely redefine this budget. Number 15, Suzuki GSX-S1000, 2016 to 2020. Most riders believe $10,000 limits them to middleweight performance. The Suzuki GSX-S1000 proves that assumption is completely wrong. Beneath its aggressive naked styling lives a retuned version of the legendary GSX-R1000 engine, an inline-4 that earned its reputation through years of bulletproof reliability and breathtaking acceleration. Suzuki softened the riding position, not the excitement, creating a motorcycle that delivers authentic leader bike performance without demanding superbike ergonomics. When new, this generation carried a manufacturer's suggested retail price between $9,999 and $10,999. Today, clean American examples typically sell between $5,500 and $8,500, making 149 horsepower an astonishing amount of performance for the money. Ownership is not completely inexpensive. Premium rear tires disappear quickly, insurance costs exceed most middleweight motorcycles, and valve adjustments require significant labor. Before buying, look closely at the engine covers, bar ends, and foot pegs. Matching scrape marks usually reveal a previous crash hidden beneath replacement bodywork. The GSX-S1000 proves depreciation reduces prices, not horsepower. But our next motorcycle delivers leader-class performance with a completely different personality. Imagine standing in front of a bike you want, the seller swearing it's perfect. That's where riders overpay by thousands on a $10,000 bike. Our buyer's kit tells you what it's really worth, your fair price, and when to walk away. A wrong bike costs thousands. This kit, just $49. The easiest money you'll ever save. Scan the QR on the right or tap the link in the description. Let's get that bike you've always wanted for even cheaper. Number 14, Kawasaki Z1000, 2014 to 2016. Suzuki introduced this countdown with refined superbike DNA. The Kawasaki Z1000 has a different mission entirely. It was never built to behave politely. From the moment you crack the throttle, it delivers a thick surge of torque that slams you toward the horizon with an urgency few motorcycles in this price range can match. Forget racetrack riding positions and 𝐏𝐄𝐑𝐒. This is pure street performance wrapped in one of the boldest naked bike designs Kawasaki has ever produced. When new, the Z1000 carried a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $11,999 throughout this generation. Today, clean American examples from 2014 through 2016 regularly sell between $6,500 and $9,500. Underneath that aggressive bodywork sits a liquid-cooled 1,043 cubic centimeter inline-4, producing 142 horsepower, while independent testing recorded a quarter mile in 10.58 seconds at 130.14 miles per hour. Living with one requires realistic expectations. Wide hypersport tires wear quickly, spirited riding drinks, premium fuel, and valve adjustments demand substantial labor. Before making an offer, turn the handlebars fully from side to side and inspect the steering stops. Fresh paint damage, chipped metal, or uneven contact marks often expose a previous front-end impact hidden by replacement bodywork. If this is your kind of motorcycle content, subscribe to the channel. That's what keeps these research-driven countdowns coming. The Z1000 proves raw street muscle never goes out of style. But horsepower isn't the only way to feel brutally fast. What happens when an engine is built around overwhelming torque instead? The next motorcycle answers that question with 4 cylinders, arranged in a way almost nothing else on this list dares to attempt. Number 13, Yamaha V-Max, 2009 to 2013. Some motorcycles build speed, The Yamaha VMAX unleashes it like a sledgehammer. Long before hyper-nakeds became the industry's obsession, Yamaha created a machine that ignored categories and focused on one goal: delivering unforgettable acceleration every time the throttle reached the stop. It isn't a superbike, and it certainly isn't a traditional cruiser. It occupies a world of its own, where brute force matters more than lap records and every straightaway suddenly feels far too short. When this second-generation VMAX arrived in American dealerships, it carried a manufacturer's suggested price of $17,990. Today, clean examples from 2009 through 2013 typically change hands between $8,000 and $10,000, putting one of motorcycling's greatest muscle bikes within reach of buyers who know where depreciation works its magic. At the heart of the VMAX sits a liquid-cooled 1,679 cubic centimeter V4, producing 197 horsepower. Independent testing backed up the hype with a blistering quarter mile of 9.76 seconds at 146.70 miles per hour, numbers that embarrass plenty of dedicated superbikes. Owning one demands commitment. Massive rear tires disappear quickly, premium fuel is essential, insurance reflects its extraordinary output, and servicing the compact V4 is never inexpensive. Before making a deal, kneel beside the rear wheel and look beneath the shaft drive, housing for gear oil seepage around the final drive seals. Even a light leak can become a costly repair. The VMAX is unforgettable every time you twist the throttle, but that kind of muscle comes with equally serious fuel and tire bills. Not every buyer wants to trade efficiency for straight-line drama. The next machine heads in the opposite direction, proving you can still buy world-class superbike performance from a manufacturer whose reputation was built as much on reliability as speed. Number 12, Honda CBR 1000RR, 2012 to 2016. Some superbikes chase outrageous headlines. The Honda CBR 1000RR earned something far more valuable: trust. While rivals grabbed attention with bigger claims and wilder personalities, Honda quietly perfected a motorcycle that could dominate a racetrack on Saturday and still feel composed on the ride home. That reputation has aged remarkably well because depreciation has transformed one of Honda's finest superbikes into an incredible performance opportunity. Honda's liquid-cooled 999 cubic centimeter inline-4 produces 178 horsepower, delivering relentless acceleration without the intimidating power delivery found on some rivals. Independent testing recorded a blistering 9.83 second quarter mile, proving this machine still runs with motorcycles costing far more. When this generation reached America, the standard model carried a manufacturer's suggested retail price between $13,800 and $14,800, depending on equipment. Today, clean, unmodified examples from 2012 through 2016 sell between $7,800 and $9,900, placing genuine leader bike performance comfortably beneath this countdown's budget. Ownership remains refreshingly predictable, although premium tires, valve adjustments, and insurance still reflect its superbike credentials. Before buying, crouch beside the steering head and study the frame stops. Fresh paint chips, distorted metal, or uneven impact marks often reveal a previous front-end crash hidden beneath replacement fairings. The CBR 1000RR proves dependable engineering never goes out of style, but the motorcycle waiting next abandons Honda's measured approach for something far more savage, earning a nickname that perfectly captures its personality. Number 11, KTM 1290, Super Duke R, 2014 to 2016. The KTM 1290 Super Duke R earned its reputation by humiliating machines that wore full race fairings. KTM nicknamed it the Beast, and one ride explains why. This wasn't simply a naked motorcycle with respectable performance. It was a street weapon engineered to deliver explosive acceleration, razor-sharp handling, and enough torque to make every on-ramp feel like the start of a race. When it arrived in American showrooms, the first-generation Super Duke R carried a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $16,499. Today, clean examples from 2014 through 2016 typically sell between $8,000 and $10,000, putting one of the world's most intimidating hyper-nakeds within reach of buyers who understand the power of depreciation. Its liquid-cooled 1,300 𝗕𝗏𝗧𝗧𝗧 75-degree V-twin produces 180 horsepower, while independent testing recorded a quarter mile in 10.09 seconds at 145.56 miles per hour. Those numbers place it squarely in superbike territory, yet the upright riding position lets you enjoy every ounce of that performance on real roads. Living with one demands a healthy maintenance budget. Sticky Hypersport tires vanish quickly, premium fuel is recommended, valve services require substantial labor, and insurance companies still treat it like a flagship performance motorcycle. Before buying, switch on the ignition and cycle through every riding mode, traction control setting, and dashboard function. Any warning light that refuses to disappear or electronic feature that fails to respond can signal an expensive repair hiding beneath an otherwise spotless motorcycle. The Austrian V-twin delivers explosive acceleration with an upright riding position that makes every ride feel alive. Even so, one question still hangs in the air. If outright speed is the goal, why not buy one of the motorcycles that spent decades rewriting the record books? The next entry doesn't just have a legendary name, it changed what riders expected from performance motorcycles altogether. Number 10, Suzuki Hayabusa Gen 2, 2013 to 2020. As we enter the top 10, the motorcycles become more than impressive machines. They become legends. Few names carry that weight like the Suzuki Hayabusa. Built to conquer open highways with relentless speed, it rewrote the rules of performance and never looked back. The remarkable part is that today, owning one no longer demands a flagship budget. The Suzuki Hayabusa Gen 2, produced from 2013 through 2020, typically sells between $8,500 and $10,000 across the United States. When it was new, the sticker price ranged between $14,299 and $14,799. Under its unmistakable bodywork sits a 1,340 cubic centimeter liquid, cooled inline 4, producing 173 horsepower, increasing to 197 horsepower with ram air. Independent testing recorded a quarter mile in 9.84 seconds, proving this icon still delivers astonishing acceleration. Ownership deserves planning. Wide rear tires, premium fuel, and higher insurance costs quickly add up. Before buying, slide your hand beneath the lower fairings and engine cases. Fresh scrapes often expose crash damage hidden from casual view. The Hayabusa remains one of the greatest high-speed bargains ever built, but it asks you to embrace a machine that was designed with maximum speed as its highest priority. Not everyone measures performance in terminal velocity alone. Some riders want to cover hundreds of miles just as effortlessly as they cover triple-digit speeds. Germany had a very different answer to that challenge. Picture it, you buy the bike. It looked clean, it sounded great. 3 weeks later, the bills start, a worn chain, tired forks, a service the seller never mentioned. That's thousands gone on a bike you already paid full price for. Our inspection checklist catches every one of those before you pay, walking the bike like a mechanic. Spend $49 now or lose thousands later. Scan the QR on the right or tap the link in the description. Don't let a hidden problem drain your wallet. Number 9, BMW K1300S, 2009 to 2015. Pure horsepower isn't always measured by how quickly a motorcycle reaches the next corner. Sometimes it's measured by how effortlessly it crosses an entire state before the fuel light comes on. That's exactly where the BMW K1300S earned its reputation. It blends breathtaking speed with long-distance comfort, creating one of the most underrated performance machines on today's used market. Built from 2009 through 2015, The 𝗕𝗨𝗬𝗃 typically sells between $6,500 and $9,500. When it debuted, its base United States sticker price stood at $15,685 before factory options. Beneath its sleek bodywork sits a 1,293 cubic centimeter liquid, cooled inline-4, producing 175 horsepower and 103 pound-feet of torque. Independent testing recorded a quarter mile in 10.19 seconds, placing it among the quickest sport touring motorcycles ever built. Premium engineering brings premium running costs. European replacement parts, quality sport touring tires, and electronic suspension repairs can quickly stretch the budget. Before buying, cycle the electronic suspension adjustment through every mode and listen for the actuators. Silence or warning messages can signal an expensive repair. The BMW proves that comfort and incredible speed don't have to live in separate worlds. But all that long-distance refinement also softens the experience a little. If your goal is to hear every pulse of a high-revving engine while still keeping upright ergonomics, the next motorcycle comes from a country that has spent generations turning racing passion into road bikes. Number 8. Aprilia Tuono V4 1100 2016-2018. Some motorcycles force you to choose between racetrack performance and everyday comfort. The Aprilia Tuono V4 1100 refuses to accept that compromise. Born from the legendary RSV4 superbike, it exchanged low clip on handlebars for a commanding upright riding position while keeping the breathtaking performance that made Aprilia famous. The result is a hyper-naked that attacks every straight and every corner with astonishing intensity, yet remains surprisingly comfortable once the ride stretches beyond the city limits. When this generation reached American dealerships, the Tuono V4 1100 RR carried a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $14,999, while the factory model listed for $16,499. Today, clean RR models from 2016 through 2018 typically sell between $8,500 and $10,000, bringing Italian superbike engineering into an entirely different price bracket. Its liquid-cooled 1,077 cubic centimeter 65-degree V4 produces 175 horsepower, while independent testing recorded a blistering 10.1 3-second quarter mile at 145.34 miles per hour. The performance is electrifying, and the unforgettable exhaust note makes every ride an event. Ownership, however, deserves equal respect. Premium tires disappear quickly, valve services demand significant labor, and replacement electronic components rarely come cheaply. That is why you should pay attention before making an offer, turn the handlebars fully, and follow the wiring harness around the steering head. Pinched wires, damaged insulation, or homemade electrical repairs can become frustrating electronic faults later. The Tuono delivers one of the most addictive engines anywhere under $10,000, and it's proof that depreciation can make an exotic motorcycle surprisingly attainable. Yet for some buyers, surprisingly attainable still isn't enough. They want the motorcycle that once sat on bedroom posters, carried world championship pedigree, and cost nearly twice today's asking price. That's exactly where the countdown turns next. Number 7, Ducati 1100-99, Panigale 2012-2014. Some motorcycles become icons the moment they arrive. The Ducati 1100-99 Panigale completely changed the superbike world. Ducati abandoned its famous trellis frame, introduced a radical monocoque chassis, and unleashed one of the most ferocious twin-cylinder engines ever fitted to a production motorcycle. More than a decade later, that same Italian masterpiece now sells for the price of many ordinary middleweight bikes, making it one of the most astonishing depreciation stories on this countdown. When new, the standard Panigale carried a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $18,995. Today, clean American examples from 2012 through 2014 typically trade between $9,000 and $10,000, bringing genuine exotic performance into an entirely different financial league. its liquid-cooled 1,198 cubic centimeter Super Quattro. 𝗕𝗃𝗏 produces 195 horsepower, while independent testing recorded a breathtaking 9.82-second quarter mile at 152.48 miles per hour. Those numbers remain deeply impressive even by modern superbike standards. So before making an offer, kneel beside the motorcycle and inspect the exhaust headers beneath the engine. Flattened pipes, deep scrapes, or crushed metal often reveal hard impacts that replacement bodywork cannot hide. The Panigale proves that exotic engineering doesn't have to come with an exotic purchase price anymore. But buying Italian performance still asks for a little more commitment when service time arrives. What if you could keep nearly all of that superbike performance while gaining a reputation for relentless durability? Japan has spent decades refining exactly that formula, and the next machine became one of the benchmarks every rival had to chase. Number 6. Kawasaki ZX-10R 2016 to 2020. Championship motorcycles usually stay out of reach for ordinary buyers. The Kawasaki ZX-10R proves that time changes everything. Forged through years of world superbike success, this wasn't built to impress at the local bike night. It was engineered to hunt lap records, and today that racing DNA has become surprisingly attainable on the used market. The Kawasaki ZX-10R, built from 2016 through 2020, typically sells between $8,500 and $10,000 across the United States. When it arrived in showrooms, its manufacturer's suggested retail price ranged between $15,999 and $16,399. Power comes from a 998 cubic centimeter liquid, cooled inline 4, producing 197 horsepower, climbing to 200 horsepower with ram air. Independent testing recorded a quarter mile in 9.95 seconds, backed by sophisticated electronics, including traction control, launch control, and multiple riding modes. Owning one demands commitment. Premium hypersport tires, high insurance costs, premium gasoline, and labor-intensive valve service quickly remind you this was once a flagship superbike. Before buying, roll the motorcycle forward while studying the front brake rotors. Bluish discoloration or heavy heat marks can reveal a hard track life. The ZX-10R is one of the smartest horsepower per dollar buys on today's used market, especially for riders who value proven Japanese engineering. Yet there's another superbike that changed the entire class the moment it arrived. It forced every manufacturer to rethink electronics, horsepower, and everyday usability, and thanks to depreciation, it now sits in the very same price bracket. Number 5. BMW S1000R R 2015 to 2018. Reaching the top 5 means horsepower alone is no longer enough. A motorcycle has to deliver the kind of performance that still intimidates modern machines. The BMW S1000R R does exactly that. When this generation arrived, it changed the superbike world forever, proving BMW could build a razor-sharp track weapon every bit as capable as its Japanese and Italian rivals. Today, that same engineering sits within reach of buyers who know where to look. The BMW S1000R R, built from 2015 through 2018, typically sells between $9,000 and $10,000 across the United States. When new, its manufacturer's suggested retail price started at $15,695, while well-equipped models climb beyond $19,000. Its 999 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled inline 4 produces 199 horsepower. Independent testing recorded a quarter mile in 9.83 seconds, helped by advanced electronics, including lean-sensitive traction control, launch control, and multiple riding modes. Running costs remain worthy of a flagship superbike. Premium tires, insurance, fuel, and electronic repairs can quickly test any budget. Before buying, cycle through every riding mode and confirm the quick shifter operates flawlessly during the test ride. Warning lights or hesitant shifts often signal expensive problems. The BMW feels almost clinical in the way it delivers astonishing speed, precise, efficient, and packed with technology. But not every rider wants performance that feels engineered first and emotional second. Some want an engine that sounds different, feels different, and turns every tunnel into part of the experience. The next motorcycle became famous for doing exactly that. Imagine walking into a viewing holding all the cards. You know the fair price, you know your opening offer, and you know the exact number where you walk away. That's how you knock hundreds, even thousands off the asking price. Our buyer's kit hands you those numbers for just $49. Negotiate from facts and never overpay again. Scan the QR on the right or tap the link in the description. Right away, knowing you got the best deal. Number 4, Yamaha YZF-R1 2015 to 2018. The Yamaha YZF-R1 belongs here because it brought MotoGP technology to ordinary riders like few machines ever had. From its unforgettable cross-plane engine to its race-bred electronics, this was a superbike built with one purpose: delivering an experience that felt astonishing every time the throttle opened. Today, that dream sits within reach of far more riders than anyone expected. The Yamaha YZF-R1, built from 2015 through 2018, typically sells between $9,000 and $10,000 across the United States. When new, its manufacturer's suggested retail price started at $16,490, while the premium R1M reached $21,990. Its 998 cubic centimeter liquid cooled cross-plane inline 4 produces 197 horsepower, increasing to 200 horsepower with ram air. Independent testing recorded a quarter mile in 9.86 seconds, supported by sophisticated electronics, including lean-sensitive traction control, slide control, launch control, and multiple power modes. Before buying, peer through the front brake calipers and study both rotors. Deep grooves or heavy heat marks often reveal countless hard laps hidden beneath spotless bodywork. The R1 reminds us why lighter-class superbikes still define outright performance, but they also ask you to accept committed ergonomics that aren't ideal for every mile, which raises an interesting question. Can a motorcycle built to cross continents still produce superbike-level horsepower? The next entry answers that with surprising confidence, and it's probably the last category most buyers would expect to see this high on the list. Number 3, KTM 1290 Super Adventure S 2017 to 2019. Adventure motorcycles are supposed to conquer mountains, not outrun superbikes. Then KTM built the 1290 Super Adventure S and shattered every expectation. Beneath its towering stance, long travel suspension, and cross-country comfort lies the same ferocious LC8V twin that made KTM's flagship street machines so unforgettable. It is one of the few motorcycles capable of carrying luggage across the country on one weekend, then humiliating far more focused performance bikes the next. When this generation arrived in American dealerships, the manufacturer's suggested retail price ranged between $17,499 and $18,499. Today, clean examples from 2017 through 2019 regularly sell between $8,800 and $10,000, creating one of the greatest horsepower bargains anywhere on the used market. Its liquid-cooled 1,301 cubic centimeter LC8V twin delivers 160 horsepower and 103 pound-feet of torque. Independent testing recorded an astonishing 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds, proving this adventure motorcycle accelerates with genuine superbike urgency. Ownership still carries premium costs. Sport touring tires, valve services, and insurance remain expensive. Before buying, cycle every suspension mode while stationary and confirm the electronic suspension changes settings without warning messages appearing on the display. The Super Adventure proves that breathtaking horsepower doesn't always wear race bodywork. It can carry luggage, absorb rough pavement, and still embarrass plenty of sport bikes. But if your only goal is extracting the maximum performance possible from every dollar, there's still another level waiting. This time we return to Italy, where one V4 engine has become legendary among riders who know exactly what they're buying. Number 2, Aprilia RSV4 RR 2016 to 2018. This is the moment the countdown starts feeling almost unfair. $10,000 is supposed to buy compromise, not one of the most advanced superbikes ever to leave an Italian factory. Yet depreciation has completely rewritten the rules. The Aprilia RSV4 RR was engineered to challenge the very best from Ducati, BMW, and Kawasaki, and today it can be yours for the price of an ordinary middleweight motorcycle. When this generation reached American dealerships, the manufacturer's suggested retail price ranged between $16,499 and $17,499. Today, clean examples from 2016 through 2018 regularly sell between $8,500 and $10,000, placing an authentic world superbike-inspired machine squarely within this budget. Its liquid-cooled 999.6 cubic centimeter, 65-degree V4 produces 201 horsepower, while independent testing recorded a blistering 10.00 second-quarter mile at 148.51 miles per hour. Add sophisticated electronics, launch control, wheelie control, and a lightning-fast quick shifter, and the result is breathtaking performance every time the throttle opens. Ownership, however, demands discipline. Premium tires disappear quickly, insurance remains expensive, and valve services require considerable labor. Before making an offer, start the engine completely cold and listen carefully for uneven mechanical noises or persistent top-end rattles. A healthy V4 should sound precise and consistent from the first second. The RSV4 RR is one of the greatest superbike bargains you'll find under $10,000, but it still expects its owner to live with full superbike ergonomics and the maintenance that comes with an exotic machine. For many buyers, the smartest purchase isn't the motorcycle that demands the biggest sacrifice. It's the one that delivers extraordinary performance while fitting into everyday life. That's exactly why our final choice earns the top spot. Number 1. BMW S1000R, 2017 to 2020. We've finally reached the motorcycle that captures everything this countdown has been building toward. The BMW S1000R proves that depreciation doesn't steal performance. It simply puts extraordinary machines within reach. Built from 2017 through 2020, clean United States examples typically sell between $8,500 and $10,000. When new, prices started at $13,995, while premium package models climb beyond $16,000. Borrowing its heart from the legendary S1000RR, its 999 cubic centimeter inline 4 produces 165 horsepower and 84 pound-feet of torque. Independent testing recorded a 10.08 second-quarter mile, delivering genuine superbike acceleration with upright ergonomics, advanced electronics, and everyday comfort. Premium tires, insurance, and valve service still demand serious money. Before buying, switch on the ignition and verify every riding mode, warning light, and electronic control functions exactly as intended. The S1000R earns the top spot because nothing else blends breathtaking power, daily usability, and premium engineering so completely for this price. And that proves one thing: the smartest performance bike isn't always the newest one. If today's video changed the way you look at motorcycle bargains, click the next video and keep the road trip going. Join our tribe by subscribing, and don't forget to like this video.